Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski, I'm a Chief Analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is Daily Analytical Report. And this will be a good daily analytical report because finally patient traders are being rewarded right now, and price action traders are being rewarded right now because we do have excellent trading setups right now on the market. Very clean, with a high chance for success. Obviously, we need to remember that even the best setup in the world can end up with a loss because market can do whatever market wants. But the thing is that traders always should go for the probability. And as I said, currently we do have setups with huge probability of success. With that being said, let me show you the calendar first. We need to deal with the data. And as it is Friday, we need to deal with the data for the next week. Calendar for today is pretty busy. We started with the worst data from GDP from Japan. Then we had the trade balance from China. Then we had industrial production from Germany, which came worse than expectations. Trade balance worse than expectations, which was a bit disappointing for the euro. And still to come, we will have data from the job market from Canada, and that would be it. As it is Friday, we need to see the data for the next week. If you want to hold your position for the next week, you need to know what is going to happen. I have to wait a little bit. Okay. And let me apply the filters here. Okay, only the most important data. Monday is usually quiet, but this Monday we'll have a manufacturing production data from UK, important. Meeting of Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un. Well, how about that? It's finally happening. Well, we will see if it will happen. Tuesday will be busy anyway, because we have average earnings from UK and also inflation from United States. So inflation, super important. Wednesday, not less busy. CPI from UK, speech from major figures from the Fed, FOMC economic projections, rate decision, press conference. And look at that. Last rate 1.75, consensus is for 2%, so we are expecting a rise of interest rates on Wednesday, June 13th. Thursday, we're not slowing down. Data from the job market from Australia. Then we do have a press conference from Swiss National Bank, important for Swiss franc obviously. Rate decision from ECB, European Central Bank, retail sales from United States, press conference from ECB. So huge event for Euro. Friday, rate decision from Bank of Japan, press conference, CPI from Eurozone. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that the next week will be one of the busiest weeks on the record. Many events. Calendar is super packed next week. So that will be a feast for the fundamental traders that are looking for trades when the data is published, when the macro numbers are published. We can expect increased volatility over the next 5 trading days. That being said, now let's deal with technical analysis of charts. And I would like to start with Euro dollar, British pound to Japanese yen, and American dollar to Russian ruble, so instruments that I described in a trading sniper video that was just posted on our Twitter account. And on various portals like investing.com or fxempire.com. What we are having here are one of the best setups I have recently seen on the charts. First, I would like to start with Euro dollar. So Euro dollar, what is happening here is a downswing and a correction. This correction on a daily chart created a shooting star. Maybe it's not super technical shooting star because in theory the body should be 3 times smaller than the head, which is not happening here, but it's still relevant. Shooting star is happening on 38.2, but also on a resistance created by those tops. So we have a bounce. We are inside of a flag. Flag is a trend continuation pattern, so we should see a further drop. What is more, what's that? Left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Breakout of the neckline, drop. That breakout triggers sell signal. Sell signal was triggered at 9 o'clock. Platform time. Now we do have a continuation of this movement. Most probably the price should aim this horizontal support here, lower line of the flag. And we'll see what will happen next. In theory, we should see a breakout and a continuation of this movement. The target are the lows from the end of May. First target though will be here. Well, first target is here, second is here, third one will be here. It may take few days, maybe a month to get there, but with this kind of a setup, we should get there relatively. Chances for the price getting there are very, very high. Next one is British pound to Japanese yen, where the sell setup is even stronger from the very beginning. Left shoulder, head and right shoulder, flag, breakout of the 5 major supports, lower line of the flag, horizontal support, which is a neckline, uptrend line, 2 horizontal support, downswing. Then we have a reversal, we have a correction. This correction is a flag. Flag breaks 2 horizontal resistances, but bounces from 2 uptrend lines here. Bounces from third uptrend line, downtrend line, third trend line, which is the first downtrend line. Oof. We have a bounce from 3 major supports, from 3 major resistances, breakout of 2 major supports, actually 3, because the third one is the lower line of the flag. Flag is a trend continuation pattern. So we have 1 sell signal, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 head and shoulder formation. 7 trading signals. All of them are telling us sell, sell, sell. So what traders should do? Well, I don't know what traders should do. I am not in the place to tell what traders should do. I'm in a place to tell what is more probable at the moment. And more probable at the moment is a further drop. That is a beautiful sell setup. Absolutely beautiful. Next one, American dollar to Russian ruble. Also very clean price action setup. So, okay, maybe like that. Double bottom formation, neckline, horizontal resistance, broken support. Then the price creates a symmetric triangle pattern. When the price is inside of the symmetric triangle, we should not decide if the price will go up or down, we should just wait. And we waited. Finally the breakout of the upper line happened. not the breakout of the lower line. That triggers us a buy signal, and there is a legitimate buy signal on American dollar to Russian ruble. Clean, nice, without any problem. This is how trading should look like. That's the beauty of the price action trading. Okay, those were those three setups from the trading sniper. Now let's deal with other instruments, because those three look the best, but it doesn't mean that we do not have other clean setups on the market. American dollar to Swiss franc. Broken resistance is being tested. Broken support is being tested as a resistance. In theory, that's a sell, but in the longer term, we are still in a positive scenario, because we have a flag, we have an uptrend, we are above 38.2. So I would wait more for a breakout of this area here, and then that would be a nice buy signal. Cable. British pound to American dollar had a beautiful buy signal 2 days ago, but a short term, which gave only 60 pips, and now the price is creating head and shoulder formation. Ugly, but still it's a head and shoulder formation. We are still above the flag. This head and shoulder formation is not relevant anymore, this support either. What I think is the price will have a sell signal once the price will break this green support. Because breakout of the green support will also mean a breakout of the blue dynamic support, which is the lower line of the flag, and in theory that should trigger us a sell signal. So I keep my eye on this instrument still. And now American dollar to Australian dollar. We were wondering if we'll have a breakout here or a bounce. We got a bounce, and now we do have a realization of this movement. So a failed opportunity to break this resistance, false breakout above the horizontal resistance gives us a strong sell signal, and that is the sentiment now. British pound to Canadian dollar. Well, I had a buy long position here. I got stop loss here, but it was a good position. Well, a bad position, but a good view, because the price is really going higher right now. Inverse head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. We broke the neckline, dynamic horizontal. We are making higher highs and higher lows. And the potential target is 38.2. When we will reach 38.2, maybe we'll have a reversal, breaking the red line, and then we'll have a sell signal. But so far, so good. So far, it looks promising. Next one, dollar, British pound, Japanese yen, American dollar, Russian ruble. Next pair is New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen, where for the past few days we were under the influence of this false breakout pattern. You already know that, so we can remove it. The price created a flag yesterday, and I was even thinking about opening a long position here, but I'm aware, well, I'm teaching the trading, so I'm aware of this simple fact that to open a long position here, I would have to wait for the breakout of the upper line of the flag. As you can see, the breakout of the upper line of the flag did not happen. Instead of that, the price broke the lower line of the flag. That is a false breakout here. And that is a kind of a head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head and right shoulder, not the prettiest one, but still. So currently we do have a short-term sell signal. Buy signal is still on the table, but we'll have to come back above the red line again, and that would create a left shoulder head and a right shoulder. But so far we should see a further decline. American dollar to Japanese yen. I was telling you about this head and shoulder formation. Left shoulder head and right shoulder. Breakout of the neckline. Test of the neckline as a resistance. Beautiful. Beautiful trade setups. This is very clean sell signal as well. And now maybe we can see a bounce because we are on a midterm uptrend line. But eventually the price should test the green line. That's the ultimate target and a support for the current situation. Australian dollar to Canadian dollar. That's a false breakout above the horizontal resistance, and now we're paying a price for that. So a decline. Decline should aim the lower blue line and a combination of those supports, and that can be a good buying opportunity. Or that in case of a breakout, that can be a major selling opportunity, because what we are having here is a flag in a downtrend. So a breakout of 38.2 can trigger us a super strong sell signal. Euro to New Zealand dollar. That was a false breakout, but maybe it will hold. Once the price will drop here, that will be a false breakout. So we will move from false breakouts to false breakouts. I'm still gonna keep this chart on because price getting to the X will be a legitimate, long-term, beautiful selling opportunity. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. I had a short position here. Well, that was a bad one. Definitely. Ended with a loss. No regrets though, because the setup was looking good. I'm still keeping my eye on this chart, especially that we can have a trip up formation. Anyway, breakout of the lower green line and the lower red line will be a legitimate selling opportunity. So those, I absolutely enjoy what is happening now on the charts, because those setups are starting to look very clean, very nice, very tight. I like those setups. I'm just patiently waiting for a breakout of the major supports, like I did on Euro dollar and British pound to Japanese yen. American dollar to Danish crown. Small reversal. Maybe we will not test the support, but that will be a right shoulder anyway, like here. The price will reverse here. Price closing a day above the green resistance will trigger us a ultimate buy signal on British pound to Danish crown. Gold. As you can see, we do have clear scenarios on most of the instruments. We also do have a clear scenario on gold, because once you break this green area, you buy. Once you break the black line, you sell. But the thing is that we are exactly in the middle, and as, for example, here, we have more or less our view is bearish, right? Here bearish, here bearish, here bearish, here bullish, etc. But on gold it can go both ways. We just have to wait. That's a sideways trend below, super important. Like, it is the most important horizontal level in 2018, and this is the most important dynamic support since December 2016. So no wonder that the price is hesitating, because breakout of this line will trigger us a long-term buy signal. Breakout of this line will trigger us a long-term sell signal. That's traders have an important decision now to make. So no surprise that they are taking their time, and it can go both ways because it's a such an important level. WTI oil, broken support is being tested now as a resistance. From what will happen here, we should get a significant trading signal. So a bounce from this line gives us a sell signal towards this uptrend line or this horizontal support. Breakout of this line triggers us a buy signal. That's how you can, not should, but can trade oil. DAX. Well, yesterday a candle was pretty disappointing. On a daily chart, that's a bearish engulfing, so I'm not surprised that today we start with a small reversal. As long as we stay above the green area, that's just a buying opportunity. But breakout of the green area will trigger us a midterm sell signal on DAX. Dollar index. You can see that dollar started recovery. Maybe the candle from yesterday is not super promising because the body is too big, but it does not look bad either. It is hard to estimate from which bottom we should measure the Fibonacci's, because we can measure from this, or we can measure from the all-time, not all-time, but this bottom. This bottom in terms of Fibonacci's makes more sense. Support, resistance, resistance, support, support. That would mean a false breakout. So we are seeing reaction here now. Okay, here. That's the resistance, which is being broken right now. That's a support. So that's a wedge or a flag. It doesn't really matter. As long as we stay above the green area, there is a positive sentiment towards the American dollar. That's my view. And FTSE, well, FTSE also has a sell signal. That's a super important horizontal resistance for this index right now. So let me change the color, which responds better, shows you the significance of this level slightly better. As for the uptrend line, there is no point in drawing one because it would have to be like this, which is very steep, and you see it was broken. This makes a bit of sense, but we'll have to adjust it a little bit better, like that. And you can see that breakout of those supports and this horizontal support is bringing troubles. So DAX is not having a sell signal yet, but FTSE does. And the potential target are those lows here. Well, that's not the best trade in terms of the risk to reward ratio, so I don't think it's you have to follow this. And that's pretty much it. So next week on Tuesday we'll make another round of analysis of those instruments, because you can see that I picked only the best from this week and rest of them I abandoned. That's what I always do. Fresh look on new charts at the beginning of the week. Let me show you those instruments again. So to wrap the things up, American dollar to Swiss franc, price getting to the checkpoint triggers buy signal. Cable, price getting to the X triggers sell signal. Australian dollar to American dollar, that's a sell signal as we speak. A British pound to Canadian dollar, positive sentiment, price should get to 38.2 Fibonacci level. Euro dollar, sell, that is a sell. British pound to Japanese yen, sell as well. American dollar to Russian ruble, that is buy. New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen, that is sell. American dollar to Japanese yen, that is sell. Australian dollar to Canadian dollar, that is sell. Euro to New Zealand dollar, sell as well. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar, when the price will get to the X, that will be sell, but as for now, it is not, because that's a kind of ascending triangle pattern. so a horizontal resistance which may be broken. So only the price getting to X will trigger as a sell signal. American dollar to Danish crown, no trading signal. Gold, waiting, patiently waiting for the past few days. It's boring, but it will be worth it. So pay attention to the movements on gold because they can give you a lot of money. WTI oil, bounce from this resistance, will be sell, breakout will be buy. Dollar index, buy. DAX, almost sell. As long as we stay above the green area, that's buy. FTSE, that's sell. So this is the current situation on the market. Thanks very much for attending the daily analytical report. I hope you enjoyed that. This is one of the best reports in recently because we do have a lot of trading signals. And they look super strong. I never force myself to look for signals. When we have signals, we have them. When we don't have signals, I'm not forcing myself to look for them. I'm just telling you that we have to wait a little bit for those signals. And now I'm telling you that we have them. Beautiful times ahead for the price action traders if those setups will hold. But the probability game shows us that it will hold, at least some of them. And those with the best risk to reward ratios are those that you should aim for. Thank you very much, my dear traders, for attending this webinar. I hope you enjoyed that. I will have a short break and after that live trading. So I will tell you about my strategy, my trading strategy. And I will show you my trades that I made. Maybe you'll try to open something, but I think that in some of the cases it can be too late. Anyway, thank you very much and see you in half an hour.